What up, my freaks? RuinousInsight here with part 10 of my Total Warhammer 3 Boris Ursus campaign. So as we saw last time, we've defeated Kugath Plaguefather and sacked Saber Mountain near Uzkalak, and are getting pretty good in terms of our construction of Uzkalak itself. Building pretty tall, I would say, compared to various other campaigns. I mean, I do think that we have a fairly nice defensible position currently, but we do have to get the rest of the high pass and probably the Blasted Wastes and the Darklands in general sort of under our thumb or under our paws. But you know, we're working on it. Unfortunately, before we get to that, we do have to build some stuff, i.e. recruit some stuff. So, Boris, let's transfer some of your archers to here, at least temporarily. There we go. And then we'll see. We might get some of those back here, but we'll see how much we have left after this. Now, time to build many a bear CAV. So let's do this. Also, we are going to switch to the relief columns next turn to reduce that recruitment cost further, which is going to be lovely. Man, those bear units are basically going to be almost free to recruit. Well, actually no, but compared to what they would normally cost. Plus the upkeep reduction is also quite swell, isn't it? Anyway, so we'll get to that next turn. Otherwise, there's not really that much to do. Our Beledna Gospodar is going to steal some tech, but otherwise, please don't fail like the other one did. Don't fail, don't fail, don't fail. Okay. I'm getting really annoyed at these heroes. Well, I guess we're going to wait for you to come back up because, damn it. It just won't work, man. It just won't work. Game won't give this to me. Oh well, not a big deal. But it is a big deal, damn it. Oh well. Alrighty, well, let's just go next turn. Let's just go next turn. Let's take out our rage on the enemy by building tons upon tons of bears, and then, you know, murdering the enemy with said bears. You know, I had a feeling that that hero would fail. Just because they've done so recently. Alrighty, let's get more of these war bear ready. Yeah, 320 to recruit now. Lovely. Let's get, I guess, 2 more. Wait, will that be too many? Can you have too many bears? No, obviously not. But the thing is, let me just see here. You will allow us to build the Little Grom and the Heavy War Sleds, both of whom I want. I want at least 2 Heavy War Sleds to support the CAV, the bear CAV. And then at least 1 more Little Grom, so that's 3 units.
Demon Slayer.
So if we build 2 more like this, 1 Little Grom will take it to 18, and then 2 War Sleds will take it to 20. The problem there is obviously we also want to get some other stuff in here. I did want to get some Streltsy as well. Maybe we remove... What if we were to remove these 2 Armored Kossars? I.e. the Great Weapon type. Replace them with Streltsy. It's another option. I mean, I suppose we could always delete the Warbear Riders. Honestly, with this many Warbear Riders, do we even need Armored Kossars? The thing is that we're going to replace them later on with Zargard. Although we do need to build the Zargard building somewhere. Do we still have it here, or did I never build it? I no longer remember. You can get us Streltsy. That's what we have here. Damn. Yeah, so we can't even build the Zargard right now unless we build a building somewhere here, and I'd rather have the Hallowed Weald / Forest Chain. Oh, also, I believe somebody in the comments asked about the farm estates and building them in smaller settlements, and as you can see, the farms, they don't help the markets. They don't help them at all, really. In fact, it's the forests that help the farms. So generally speaking, you want farms and forests together, but if I had to pick between one, I would rather build a market than a farm for obvious reasons. Even though together, these 2 would probably be good, it's just the problem of them costing us 2 locations, or 2 building slots. I wonder what the final income would be. Although the markets are getting a fairly nice additional income right now, so I think they're pretty okay. Anyway, let's see if there's anything that we need to build otherwise. We're gonna wait on... Oh, right, we also want to get some elemental bears in this army. Oh, you know what? I suppose we could keep 2 bear cav and then replace the 2 lowest bear cav units later on with 2 bears. Yeah, so the problem is, let's see. Yeah, this is gonna be too many, but we'll replace them. Alrighty. Alrighty, you keep building up, buddy. Keep building up. Now... Can we get this right now, 2,000? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Kazadir Kulaz, I do want this upgraded, but you're relatively safe, so we could probably wait for Boris to come here and reduce the cost of all this. Although, if we get this sooner, we can get this upgraded, which will mean more devotion and stuff like that. Ah, damn it. If only this wasn't so expensive. But we gotta wait, because we got stuff to recruit. Also, if we check out the motherland, we're exactly at 50, but it's... Oh, wow, there's a limit on how often you can do this? Oh, that's not good. Hopefully these guys don't win, even with the support. I didn't realize that there was an actual turn. And how long do we have Dawes for still? 5 more turns, eh? Alright, well, keep going as we are then. Not much to do. Let's skip the turn, or end the turn. Let's recruit some bears, and we'll get some more. Ooh, is that an army moving up? Is that a full stack? What do we have here? Darkland Orcs, eh? Giant River Troll Hag. Ooh, and I think I see some... Oh, hello. Hello, giant piles of Skaven. Would you be able to attack Sieb Gore? Yes, certainly would, and there are no walls there. Settlement Besiege, the Gates of Tzar. And it is 1 stack. Oh, I got some mercs. The Gobos hired Nobblers, really? Interesting. That's an interesting move. Construction cost reduction. There we go, so that's nice. Let's take a quick look at what we got here. Leadership for Zargard. We don't have Zargard yet. Lord Recruit rank. We have the... Wait. Unlocks Ice Switch Lords. Did we not unlock this? Frostmaiden Heroes. Oh, we did not unlock this, though we should. We definitely should. Well, we can upgrade War Sleds now as well. Construction cost for Hallowed Wood. I'm just checking if there's anything more worthwhile than what we already have unlocked here. I guess we go for Ice Court Indoctrination next. We're not really using Purge the Steps, so it's not really a big deal there. I do want to get Lens Crafters and, ooh, tradable resources. Ooh, and range for Little Groms. Oh, man. Well, yeah, you know what? I'll unlock the Ice Witches first, and then we'll deal with that. Now, you. Fighter versus Martial Magician. Oh, man. Winds of Magic Power Reserve change, +10 when increasing, versus make you a little bit of a stronger fighter. Considering the fact that you have Perfect Vigor, perhaps we'll go Fighter. And I know that you're a caster as well, but maybe for once the next thing will work out for us. Man, I've not been getting good luck with the various Ice Witches. Also, let's continue our recruiting spree. There we go. How many can we recruit at once now? 3 per turn. Ooh, 5 per turn, nice. Let's get... Wait, Light War Sleds. Oh, we're not at the Heavy War Sleds yet, are we? We have to get this up and running one more time. 3 more turns. Alrighty, well, nothing to do there, then. I guess we can move out here, sack Krazund, or defend Siep Gore. I guess you could go in and help defend Siep Gore as well. I wonder if you could reach us from here in 1 turn. You know what? If these guys are gonna siege, we'll move you to, let's say... Where do I think they can't reach? Wait, can they actually walk past? Oh, Siep Gore actually controls this territory. Okay, so go right here. Go right here. They might attack this, but you can help out. Alright, that's pretty good in my opinion. Also, let's see what other buildings we need to build here. You know what? Keep upgrading stuff in Uskalak, because while Boris is here, we might as well... Ooh, 7k. You know what? I'd rather save the money for our little Grom and for our heavy war sleds.
Boris Ursus.
Yes, Boris Ursus indeed. 3 turns, man. That's gonna be... gonna take a while. Oh well, we're good. We're good for now. Next up, what do we have back here? Do we attack this? Will we be able to win this? Garrison's pretty decent, and we have fought these guys before. I would like to see what else is in this army, and we could sally out, I suppose. Now, did I see another army over here, or no? I think we're okay back here. I guess we could give it a little bit of a fight. Alright? Alright. Let's see. Valiant defeat. Oh, wow, they brought a lot of trolls to this, didn't they? Fortunately, troll leadership is kind of inferior, and if we do enough damage to them via range, it shouldn't be that problematic. The lords are going to be kind of an issue, but otherwise, I feel like we should be able to win this. And even if we don't, we'll just return to our settlement. Yeah, you know what, let's give this a try. Might as well make it a cinematic fight, because who knows, Boris might not be able to make a cinematic fight happen this episode, so we might as well get at least one going. Let's get to it. Alrighty, now I think this battle should be pretty interesting. We've actually fought similar battles before, obviously with this defending force, this maxed out garrison against large forces of orcs in previous episodes, but never against so damn many monstrous infantry units. They got 8. Lots and lots of trolls and 1 unit of ogres. Now the first thing that we're going to do is going to be similar to what we've done previously, which is use our 1 unit of ice guards with their pretty damn decent range at 160 to annoy the enemy. We're obviously also going to target our high priority targets, which is the various types of trolls, and the river trolls gotta go first. Too bad the trolls are vulnerable to fire and we're all ice. Come on, why don't we get some Frostburn in here? There we go, gonna take some volleys. You gotta love watching the Ice Guard fire. It's a pretty damn cool unit. And get ready to fire again. Why are you guys waiting? There we go. Alrighty, now these volleys are actually doing pretty damn decent damage. These guys have lost about, I don't know, 20%, 15% HP, and a couple more volleys should see them drop even further. There we go, there we go. Keep it up, Ice Guard. And as long as the enemy aren't coming at us, we should be able to whittle down at least one of these troll units. And the fewer troll units are there to charge our main lines, the easier this battle will be, generally speaking. Now, while this is all happening, I just want to show you guys what we've done in terms of the setup here. Obviously, the enemy does not have any magic, so we don't really care about the way in which we set up our units, i.e. how close they are to each other. Over here in the woods, we have our Kosovo dervishes hiding. They're obviously light cav, only meant for harassing or chasing off enemy units, and are thus very weak, so we're just going to wait until the enemy army is engaged and then use them to kill various runners. We also have our winged lancers who are moving around back here and are getting ready to counter possibly enemy trolls or possibly enemy snotling pump wagons, whatever they can reach. Ideally, we should have them destroy the snotling pump wagons because they're otherwise kind of annoying. Then we have our units of Zargard and our armor cossars with shield and swords. Swords, not sores. I certainly hope they don't have sores. Or else we might suspect them of being a little bit too Nurgle-ish. Yeah, and then our Zargard to hold the line here, while back as a secondary line we have our armored cossars with great weapons who just aren't very good at holding the line as compared to the regular armored cossars and the Zargard especially. Otherwise, it's just a matter of waiting for the enemy to get to us, because now they have been sufficiently annoyed by our Ice Guard, and look at that, they've basically depleted this unit down to, I don't know, 40% HP or something like that. There's certainly not going to be that much threats, although I do want to point out that they haven't lost any of their, haven't lost any models. Oh, well, here we go. Here come the enemy. We're going to get some of those shots off with all of our cossars. Focusing those river trolls. Obviously don't want them fighting us in shallow water. There we go, there we go. They're in pretty damn bad shape, but they did get here just barely, but they should rout. Let's see, yeah, this unit is basically dead, although they do still have plenty of models remaining. Now, let's check back on the main battle lines here. Clearly, quite a bit happening, and they have certainly been able to reach our lines despite our range. I want to see how much damage we've done. Honestly, despite the fact that we've been relatively focusing the trolls here, they haven't taken a crazy amount of damage. The Kossars the armored Kossars specifically, seem to have done a lot more damage to trolls than the unarmored Kossars, because you can see the comparison here. The river trolls and the these 2 units of river trolls? Yeah, these 2 units of river trolls as compared to these guys that were targeted by the armored Kossars with their armor piercing. Granted, they don't have a lot of armor, but it looks like 40 is more than enough to dampen the amount of damage dealt by the regular Kossars. Now, over here, it looks like the enemy charged their snotling pump wagons through to our armored Kossars, but we do countercharge them immediately with the winged lancers, who, as I said, we've been holding in reserve just to destroy these damn pump wagons. They're a very annoying unit, and I want them dead. Alrighty, and it looks like a couple of the enemy units of trolls are running away. We're also still targeting them with our range units while they're routing, and we've finally gotten our dervishes out of the trees to try to A, chase down the running trolls, and B, try to annoy all of these night goblin archers. One of the unfortunate things about the night goblin archers, or I guess or regular goblin archers and night goblin archers, While the Goblin Archers, the regular kind, aren't really a threat, we've seen before that a Kislev Dervish unit can lose or otherwise get so badly damaged by a unit of Night Goblin Archers that they're no longer effective. A little bit unfortunate. I mean, honestly, if you're a cavalry unit that loses to a bunch of regular Goblin Archers, not even fighty goblins, but Goblin Archers, that's pretty sad. But yeah, once again, they're light cav, and that just definitely goes to show how light of a cav unit they are. You've got to be real careful with them. Now, this flank is starting to collapse. Unfortunately, these armored Kossars get charged by the trolls in the back. These guys actually moved around our unit and then struck them in the back, doing a lot of damage there. Now, they are getting hit for their trouble by our other armored Kossars and our Ice Guard with glaives. Shot with ranged, but they did destroy this unit, so I guess props to them. Oh, and it looks like our armored Kossars with great weapons, unfortunately, are being drawn into the fight with the enemy Gobos, though our Ice Guard are still firing, and they're doing quite a bit of damage to those trolls and should actually be able to make them rout fairly soon. In the meantime, all of our Dervishes are chasing out those trolls units. We don't want them coming back for, you know, real obvious reasons. And I do want to point this out, this unit of Kislev Dervishes is getting quite wrecked by these Night Goblin Archers. Look at that. And they're just fighting in melee, too. I guess daggers are stronger than horses and sabers. At least in this regard. Alrighty, and some trolls are coming back, although we did open up a line here by destroying this Ogre Bull's unit. We're now going to go around and chase it down with those Winged Lancers, since they have destroyed those Snotling Pump Wagons, whose wreckage you can see on the ground here. A few more units of enemy trolls are moving away, but they're not routing. They're apparently just reacting to our units. And yeah, look at that. These guys destroyed by those archers. Unfortunate. We've also sort of moved our Lord in, but this was kind of a mistake on my part. I just wanted him to move close enough to provide that leadership buff to everybody, and I mean his active ability. I don't mean the character aura, but unfortunately this got a little bit too close and he got engaged and has started to take some damage to the enemy Orc War Boss and is actually oh, he's unbreakable now, but yeah, he was kind of in trouble there for a few seconds. We're just trying to get him the hell out. We obviously can't have him routing and screwing up the entire formation by forcing our units to run away. You'd think that the Patriarchs would be a little bit more unbreakable with their Ursunite fervor and all that. Maybe they can get an upgrade to become unbreakable. Anyway, more trolls are starting to rout, but the balance of power is still very, very much even. In fact, let's take a quick look at this here for a second. We both started with about 1,400 troops, and we're both at about 950 troops. So still very even and could go either way. This flank is completely collapsed on our side, and they still have plenty of Gobos here, but it's the trolls that we're targeting. We're basically ignoring enemy Gobos as much as possible and just trying to get rid of those damn monstrous infantry. As you can see, all the arrows are still flying into the monstrous infantry and ignoring the Gobos. At this point, I'm just watching the battle. There's not much to say. The forces have collided. Our units are still chasing off any routing units. Even the Kislev Dervishes that got kind of wrecked have come back and are now chasing any units of trolls to make sure that they don't come back or that they otherwise die. Definitely don't want the enemy army actually keeping them around. And then we also charged again the Goblin Archers, but it looks like this unit of Kislev Dervishes actually did manage to kill them with a little bit of help, I will agree, from Armored Kossars getting a few volleys in there and from our regular Kossars. And there we go. More units are routing, and finally, the battle just barely goes our way. It was really close. I think the CAV preventing any enemy units, especially trolls, from coming back really helped, even if they were fairly weak. But I do want to point out that our armored Kossars, with the exception of this one, which was near this little outcrop of little plateau, or whatever the hell you want to call that thing, otherwise, a lot of the melee units got pretty badly beat up. This Tzar Guard unit was down to about 20% HP. We got these armored Kossars, which actually routed and came back, and we can still see our other Kossars routing back here. Came very close with regards to our melee line, that's for damn sure, but it was a damn fun battle. Really enjoyed that one. Let's speed it up to max. We're going to chase off any enemy units and obviously prioritize those trolls as much as possible, as we're doing back here. Ooh. Yeah, I'm glad how much fun we've been having with the garrison forces. It is kind of funny that we've been forced to sally out each time. Because I'm not really willing to allow the enemy to cause us so much attrition that we're incapable of sallying out, essentially. That's not, it's not worth it. Because then the enemy could just wait until we're out of units, and we don't really have the armies to, you know, babysit every single one of our territories. Anyway, a few more seconds of chasing, and there we are. A Pyrrhic victory, apparently, but since the enemy does not have any more other armies here, we'll just heal up, and we're good. Let's see how much damage we did. Alrighty, that actually turned out to be a pretty damn fun battle, and I am glad that I ended up fighting it in cinematic style. I mean, they did have 8 units of monstrous infantry after all. 3 river trolls, or wait, 7 units. 3 river trolls, 4 river trolls, 3 regular trolls, and a unit of ogre bulls with dual weapons. Lots and lots of monstrous infantry, but fortunately, once again, their leadership did tell by the end, and so did our firepower. Though the regular causers didn't do a crazy amount of damage, gotta give it up to the heroic Tzar Guard for holding those lines. A damn nice job. As always, they're such a valuable component of our garrisons. I really don't think that these ones would be able to hold without them. And the Ice Guard as well, 21k damage. Look at that. Incredible units. Lots of range damage, and then into the melee afterwards as well. Highest value, I think. Yeah. Patriarchs I'm not a big fan of, at least not in the defending forces. If we had a Frost Maiden as a defending garrison unit, that would be a dozen times better, and I'm hoping that the mods will do that. Also, let's take the money. And this force is pretty much dead. They're not going to be able to come back with this unless they get a second army around here, so they can rely on that. Alrighty, now, I believe with that we can freely end this turn. Keep building up Boris's army here. I'm actually kind of tempted to say, since we're going to have to come back in 3 turns, maybe we don't get this second bear and just come back here in 3 turns. Yeah, we'll still have the hungrier than the average bear thing as well. Yeah, maybe that's the way to go. But because this way we can at least proceed to Kraz and sack or raise that and kill a lot of undead. I still don't think that they have anything that they can stand against our giant pile of bears, though we won't have our ranged units to help us out. It'll be pretty interesting. Alrighty, building upgrade available. Okay, we're skipping all of this, I believe, unless we want to upgrade Kazadir Kulaz as well. We did get some money out of that battle after all. Yeah, you know what, screw it, do it. I know that we can reduce it, but this guy's busy right now, and I don't think he is gonna move in against the Skaven. Would be interesting. Could be interesting if there's a lot of elites in this army, rather than just the Skaven slaves that we can currently see. Let's find out if there is. Oh, they use their oh wow, look at this. Oh damn, this is not a good time for this. Wow, okay, interesting game, very interesting. We've already heard that, so we don't need to hear it again. You're going to move into Sieve Gore and defend, because, I mean, for now they're ignoring it, but that doesn't mean they will be. Now, where did the rifts open up? Oh, there's one that we could reach right now, but we have to deal with this first. Oh man, alright, so here's what we do. We go into ambush stance right here. And then whoever goes after whatever, we go after them next turn. It's gonna be pretty interesting. These guys aren't fighting amongst themselves. No, they're actually allied. Look at these trash armies, though. Oh, man. So much for our bears to eat. Alrighty, so I guess we skip 1 turn and then we book it back to one of these and hopefully can still manage to get one of the souls. Really don't want to get left behind in this. And only Boris can participate as well. We got 2 more turns until we can build up his army. Oh, man, but then... Oh, no. Yeah, I just realized it'll take several turns to recruit stuff as well, so maybe we can't afford to do that. Maybe we need to head in here. Because, yeah, everybody is making headway with this, and we aren't. Okay, I guess we could take back some of the Kossars after this and just go. 2 turns, eh? Interesting. Man, this did not happen at the best time. Oh well, it is what it is. Can't expect the game to, you know, spoon feed you your victories. Let's just see if there's any upgrades that we want to make right now, especially since we're not recruiting anything. Can't do this here, unfortunately, though this is cheap. But yeah, you know what? Let's not keep our devotion low right now. This is not the time. I guess we could upgrade in the World's Edge. Wait, no, in Zorn Uzkul. We could get this nonetheless. It's a very slight amount of extra money, but might be worthwhile right now. Just do it. Just do it while Boris is here. Alrighty, also, let's check our diplomacy. What do we have in terms of quick deals that we have available? No trade agreement, it looks, or no non-aggression pacts. What about trades? Not likely. Really, nothing is pretty likely right now, it looks like it. Defensive alliance with the Ice Court might be a preventative measure, although that'll probably force us into some fights. We'll probably do this soon. Oh, they don't even want to do this right now. They don't like the fact that we're a strategic threat, eh? Go figure. And then Confederation, pretty darn unlikely, 75. Well, we'll let the Ice Court keep doing its thing. No diplomacy for now, alas. Then I guess we end the turn and we see what the hell all these 5 frickin' armies do. Go. Man, if we only had an extra 2 turns until that damn bear roared. Come on, Ursun. Couldn't you hold it? Just a little bit. For your devoted underway interception. Do we want to do that? We don't really have a... I feel like we won't win this. Granted, they're Skaven slaves, but let's see. Would we win this? Do we give this a try? Let's give it a try. I feel like we might lose this, but I guess we'll see. Might as well give it a try. They're Skaven slaves, but they will come back. Oh, man, they have a freaking caster. That's the biggest problem here. We'll have to target the slingers and then rip everybody else apart afterwards. Now, you guys have, what melee defense? 40 melee defense, which is pretty good. But you're anti-large, which does nothing for us, whereas these guys probably... Yeah, they do a lot more melee damage, so I guess we want these guys out front. Alrighty, so I think what we want is a setup of the widest possible... formation here, and I guess you're gonna be out front. You are a, what? You're a boyar. Okay, so you should be pretty good up in melee. Alright, start the battle. Now, are they gonna move towards us or no? Yes, they are. Beautiful. Alrighty, now I think what we want to do is we want to book it up here to the front. Right there. And hopefully we can get here before the enemy does. And if we can't, we can't. Right there. Alrighty, and then Boyar, you're gonna be up front. I don't think anybody but the enemy lord can kill you. Also, let's speed it up to max. Will we get there before we are able to fire? Yes, we will. Beautiful. Alright, get here. Get ready to start targeting the enemy ranged units. Although, maybe we take a few shots at the enemy melee units as they move in and then switch to the range units after. Do they outrange us? Huh, what's the range on the slinger? Does a sling really go as far as a bow? Almost. Not quite, but almost. Alrighty, well, take out as many Skaven slaves as you can, guys. Also, I believe the Skaven slave slingers are loose formation, which is not as great as well. For us, I mean. Alrighty, well, at least our range damage is looking pretty good. But once we get into melee, obviously, it's going to be a lot more problematic. Switch targets to this. While you can still fire, you switch targets to this. Alrighty, you guys, well, get a few more shots in. Oh, here comes that cast. Fire on, let's say, these slingers. Alrighty, Lord. Where's the enemy Lord? Where are you? Oh, go duel him. Oh, wait, no, not you, my bad. You guys actually target, let's say, the slingers right here. Lord, go kill them. Alrighty, now I think in melee, you should be able to still hold against Skaven slaves. They are fairly weak after all. Alrighty, those slingers are going down. Oh, you're actually taking quite a bit of damage, mostly to the enemy range, I'm willing to bet. Alright, keep killing them. Best you can. Here comes another cast. To our great annoyance, or to my great annoyance at the very least. Alright, you switch targets to those ranged units. We can hold the line against the melee. We just need to get rid of the slingers. Alright, these guys are almost gone, and obviously a lot of them will come back. You go after their lord, please. What level are you, by the way? I don't know. Oh, you're level 1, and you're level 2. Okay, fair enough. Now, can you kill a warlock? He's got 20 armor, 30 info. Yeah, you should be able to beat him. Alright, looks like some of the enemy units are just about to rout. Switch targets here. Oh, and it looks like the enemy force is about to rout as well. And since this is an interception, as soon as they're routed, they're done for. Come on, you guys got this. Believe in the power of Kossars. Alright, more range units are coming back, and we got more freaking... Okay, you guys are good, Don't move into melee, just attack. You just have to cause the enemy to rout, and we're good. So close. There are obviously a bunch of them coming back as well. Oh, well. You keep firing. You guys... Oh, damn, one of our units is probably going to rout soon. Switch targets to that range unit, so you switch target to that other range unit. Our Boyar is doing okay. He has enough armor that the Skaven slaves aren't a concern. It's really only their lord. And as soon as their lord dies, their army will rout. Also, we really need to stop all that damn casting. You guys, can you still reach that range unit? It looks like you can for now. You guys, target range, target range. This unit of Kossars is just about dead. You guys might need to move into melee, or move here and fire into their sides or backs or whatever. Almost got that Grey Seer, though. A few more shots. In fact, as soon as these range units are out, perhaps target the blob of enemies surrounding our lord here, so that he can get through them and kill the enemy Grey Seer. I'm impressed with how long the Skaven slaves are holding the line, to be honest. And there we go. Now you, go here. You stop. You just keep fighting. Right there. Fire on whatever you can hit. And hey, get back here. You damn Skaven, get back here. Chase him down. Oh wow, this unit is almost dead, and I'm gonna say we should back it up. Alrighty, looking pretty good. Oh, this unit's almost dead as well. Back it up as well. Fire on that range stuff, please. Oh, he's gonna get another shot off, damn you. So close, though. Looking good, and the enemy army should rout as soon as he's dead. One more hit, Boyar, you can do it, buddy. Come on. These guys shouldn't be coming back. There we go, there's the victory, and the underway interception means they're all dead. No retreat, end battle. Lovely job, everybody. No more Skaven slaves for the... I mean, that was a full stack, too. We certainly don't need a bear army to defeat a bunch of armies like this. And we just need to take care of the undead as well. Because they could try to siege us next turn. Or they could try to straight up attack. I guess we'll see what they'll do. Alrighty, well done. And I guess we're gonna heal up because we don't know what'll happen. Hey, what did we get here? Bonus versus large plus 100%? Nice. That's quite nice and interesting. Step Hunter's Horn. Cool. Might be good for some duelist lords. Alrighty, well, Saliak provides. Alright, what are the undead gonna do? They're gonna move down here. Alrighty, Bearsonling, you're gonna declare war on us. Yeah, well, that was always expected. It's fine. Not a big deal. Oh, and is that Kugath coming back again? Damn it. Let's see, Realm of the Sorcerer entered. Confederation, the Ice Court just got stronger. It's not Kugath himself, but it is another little mini lord. Enemy killed in battle, Step Hunter's Horn, Control, Seepcore High Pass besieged. Yeah, by the undead, okay. Well, let's see how they feel about Boris and his giant pile of bears. Oh, and where did the other Skaven army go? Huh? Did it just run away? Well, regardless. And you guys are gonna fight. Alrighty, well, we just had one cinematic battle, but this, look at this. That is gonna be so much food for our bears. I am just incredibly excited about this, and we're definitely fighting this cinematically.
Kislevites are born with the strength of bears. Prove it.
Alrighty, I am damn excited about this one. Look at this. Finally, Boris has a decent number of bear cav in his army. He could always get more bear units, but we're pretty damn good. We just need another little Grom, another bear, a couple of elemental bears, and some of those bear-pulled war sleds. But yeah, this is what we've been waiting for. On top of that, the enemy has a full, I don't know, 7,000 units or something along those lines on the field, and that should be a lot of fun for the bears to play around with. Now, Boris immediately charges in. Obviously, he's not afraid of anything here. It's just garbage units that he can kill. We are going to wait until the enemy gets closer. Oh, did he use an invocation of Nehek on himself? What the hell? Oh, it's because we've been hitting him with our little Grom. What the hell was that? Seeing a tiny little tree bounce off a cannonball that's wider than the tree trunk is pretty silly. I really feel like trees should break if they get hit by cannonballs. Maybe they didn't want to add any more processing here. Oh, that one moved the horse back slightly. Although, to be fair, a cannonball should explode that horse. And here we go. First of the bears charging in. We're targeting that enemy lord, if nothing else, while the rest of the army moves in. And here we go. Some Kossars are going to get some volleys into the enemy, and that's a decent number of volleys there. Crypt Ghouls are certainly getting damaged by this. And there we go. They're charging, but we're charging right back with the bears. There we are, and let's see. I just want to see here. We've charged over up here as well, and basically, the bears have engaged at every location. Oh, and look, we got more bears fighting down here as well. Yeah, I'm just enjoying the glorious spectacle of this. Let's see how we're doing back here as well. Haven't obviously used any spells as yet. We're just trying to kill that enemy lord. The bears aren't really under threat from the garbage units around them, but they are preventing us from getting too many good hits in on the enemy. I.e. the enemy lord. Ooh, and here comes a Strigoi Ghoul King to help out the vampire lord. Gonna be a little bit more problematic, especially if they start hitting the patriarch, who's a little bit weaker than the other two. We're also gonna use an ice sheet to prevent the enemy units from coming to us, but otherwise it's Bear Town, Bear O'Clock, I don't know, something. Bear something. Trying to take these puns as fur as possible. Really not much to say about this. You could say it's barbaric. Alrighty, let's see how much casualties we've dealt out with no magic thus far. Only the power of bear. About 1,500 enemies dead, and we've lost 10 units ourselves, and I'm willing to bet almost, if not all of those, have been Kossars. I think this one unit got kind of beat up over on this side and has lost 8, and then I'm willing to bet the other losses are Kossars as well. Also, another third enemy lord coming in as well. Ooh, that cannonball almost took his head off. Yeah, I'd raise my shield too. Not sure how much that's gonna help, but good luck, buddy. Good luck. And one of the enemy lords has actually moved out and has instead decided to charge our bear cap. Is that a good idea? No, it's absolutely not, because he's on a mount and the bears are anti-large and they're gonna surround him here. Oh, good luck with that. And here we go, yet another ice sheet going down on the enemy. The enemy has now also dropped, well, actually about still the same-ish, 2,000 units. And let's see, the enemy lord has fallen over here. Yeah, really bad idea to charge the giant pile of bears. Speaking of the giant pile of bears, we've almost won on the flank here, and I don't even know what to call this part of the battle. I guess this was technically the center, but the leftmost flank instead became the center, so it's not like we can do anything about that. These guys are just about to melt, and then the rest of the bear force can charge and help out our lord. Our lord and our heroes are still fighting in the center of this. The enemy lords have dropped down to about half HP, and I see that a lot of the enemies are actually starting to disintegrate. We're also, I don't remember if this was at this point, but we're going to cast the Heart of Winter finally, because it looks like these guys just don't want to leave. And there we go, Heart of Winter going to start affecting all of these units while the bears are fighting, and the rest of our bear cav, pretty much done with this, are moving into support in a few seconds. Let's watch the charge of the bears. Alright, Little Grom still firing with some support. Now we finally have at least a more or less appropriate number of bear cat. Oh, and look at that Heart of Winter just spitting out those little icicle shards or whatever it is. Ooh, but look at our our Patriarch here, he's taken a little bit of damage, going to about half HP. Fortunately, he does have that Salyak's Lullaby, and we can repeatedly use the healing to bring him back up to, well, maybe not to full, but enough to survive this, as long as Boris and the Frost Witch take care of that Strigoi Ghoul King. Honestly, the battle would have actually gone faster if we had kept them back and not relied on them to attack the enemy. I usually don't do this because, well, I wasn't trying to get the enemy to sort of to blob up around us. This sort of just happened naturally. Plus, there were so many damn enemy units on the field that it just was bound to happen. And there we go. Did anybody want even more bears? Alrighty. This is what I've wanted from this campaign. This is everything I've wanted from Kislev in general. And there we go, now everybody's moving in. We're popping one final ice sheet, so the bears can feel right at home as they attack these last units remaining, and they should all melt very, very soon. We've seen the enemy Lord melt, and we've seen the enemy zombies and skeletons melt, and nothing is gonna change in that regard. Down they all go. One last bear charge took care of the matter, and it was absolutely glorious. I cannot wait to see this army continue in this light. Man, that was glorious. That was so freaking glorious. Oh man, just destroying piles upon piles of enemy. This is generally what makes fighting Skaven so fun, and I guess early game undead can also be put into that because of all those zombies. Our bears, look at them. 15,000 damage on pretty much every single one, or 18,000 on you. Very nice, very nice. And Boris about even with a unit of bear cav. We got 58k on our Frost Maiden and a tiny bit on our Patriarch, who honestly was just kind of a liability there because he almost got killed by the Vampire Lords, but otherwise, damn nice job. Oh, I had so much fun there. Now, I guess we are going to... Oh, this is such a tiny amount of cash, it feels not worth it, you know what I mean? But honestly, we don't need the leadership either. Yeah, you know what, just pardon the captives. Whatever money we can get out of this. Honestly, I felt like that would be more. And did we even get any devotion? Huh, I guess it wasn't an option. Oh well, there we go. Those units are pretty much dead, and I just want you to quickly annihilate them. We got a free Sword of Anti-Heroes, got a Vampire Slayer trait as well. You killed them. Auto-resolve this to death, please. Got free levels for you as well. You shouldn't have run. Hey, we got a Griffin Banner. Area Hex with a passive. That's very nice. -4 leadership. Yes. Definitely yes on that. And I guess you can get execute captives. And then you are not going to hold on to that Griffin Banner. We're going to give it to our Lord. Just want you to kill this guy as well. Lovely. I'm glad we took you here. 20 money. 20. You gotta be kidding me. I guess another 5 turns of this then. And there you go. There you go. Well, with that, unfortunately, we are basically out of time, and I am, regrettably, gonna have to call this episode here, though I was having a pretty damn great time with a lot of this. Let's take away this Corruption Zealot thing, and let's give you... Where's that Griffin Banner? Yes, definitely get the Griffin Banner. Beautiful. That should help out. Anyway, as I said, I am going to have to call this episode here. Next time, we book it right back to that Nurgle Rift and try to get our first soul. The Empire is going to have to, well, Empire, such as it is going to have to be defended by our new recruits. Here, Mr. Urogny, and I guess we're probably going to have to summon another one at Uskalak. It's almost time to get our first Ice Witch going as well. Ooh, what do you have? Explosion versus magic. Damn it! Once again, we don't have any buffs for bears. And we're gonna have to probably go for another different dice switch. Okay, we're just gonna have to keep doing this until we get one that gives us a bunch of bears. Also, I hate magic missiles, so we're obviously gonna go for Glacial Blast. So you're gonna be a decent fighter between Perfect Vigor, melee attack buff, and Glacial Blast, but you are not gonna buff our bears, and thus you will not be in Boris's army. We'll send you to another army like Mr. Urogny. Actually, Urogny, what do you have, by the way? What's your trait? Confident, eh? Confident is kind of trash. We should probably replace you with a Strongholder. Kosser Headman. Student of Miska. Disciplined. Ooh, that's a nice pickup. Yeah, we'll probably go for at least one Boyar with Disciplined and then one Ice Witch. Anyway, as I said, I'm calling it here. Next time we defend our empire from the various incursions, but we also attack the... whichever realm we decide to attack at that point. I have not yet decided. We're going to have to pick possibly based on what others have chosen. Yeah... We'll also have to figure out what we do with the rest of the points here, because we do want a full stack when we get into our territory. I guess we could recruit a couple of Cossars here, or we could give you some of them. But you know what? That's going to be a problem for next time. So with that said, as always, I do appreciate any and all feedback with regards to the gameplay or the way I do things on this channel. Don't forget to leave a like and comment for your friendly neighborhood heretic. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.